Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today's video is going to be a review of The Sea of Monsters, the second book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. So I finished reading this not even 10 minutes ago. I wanted to record the video right away. It's almost 8 o'clock at night, so the family is all home and I'm hoping that they're all doing their own thing enough that there won't be any noise outside my room, but you never know. I also didn't prepare an outline for this one like I normally do. I think I will after the video, but I kind of forgot about it and I just want to do this right now. I'm going to try to keep it short anyway, so I don't think I need to write everything out. But I will do my best to keep my thoughts organized, and yeah, let's just get into this and what I thought about the plot. 5 out of 5 stars for the plot again. It's fast moving, there's something going on every chapter, something new, sometimes more than one thing it seems. And that is just something I really appreciate. It's perfect for me. It is middle grade, so that's also something to expect in middle grade. The plot just moves right along and keeps going and keeps your interest, and I love it. Rick Riordan also brings in so many more myths in this book, and he puts his own spin on them, and it's so much fun to try to figure out what myth is coming up next. Sometimes even just from the chapter titles, you can kind of start guessing. And I did remember quite a few of them, but I didn't remember everything. I tend to remember the big twists more. So there was another huge twist at the end of this one, but I remembered that twist, so it wasn't a big surprise to me. I was kind of just waiting for it. But all of the little things that happen, I had totally forgotten about so many of them. And so that makes it really, really fun to read because it's not like I am going into it expecting every single thing. I do kind of wish that I'd also forgotten some of the big twists because that would be so much more fun. It is a lot of fun to not know everything that's coming and to still be surprised because I am so often surprised in these books. And there was just so much that went on in this one. It's always fun. It's such a fun ride. So as I said, I'm trying to keep these short, so I think that's all I have to say about the plot, but 5 out of 5 stars. And let's move into the characters. I'm really excited about this one. So the characters, again, get 5 out of 5 stars. I think Annabeth did a lot of growing in this one, and I'm starting to like her a lot more. I just feel like the first one, I guess she was pretty well developed. She just maybe didn't get as much attention or something, and I didn't really care too much about her. I mean, I know from reading the whole series that I love her, but just from reading the first book again, like I didn't really feel like that's where I fell in love with her. This one, she definitely gets a lot more time, and I think she grows quite a bit, and I really love her in this book. Percy is still Percy, and he's still amazing. Grover is still amazing. So amazing. Actually, I learned some new things about Grover, and I'm really excited to someday, probably far in the future, but someday do a character profile on him. He's very interesting, and he's more than just a goofball. Like, there's a lot more to him. So I really do want to do a character profile on him eventually, but that probably won't be for a while. And then 2 of my favorite characters in this book I had completely forgotten about. And I can't believe I forgot about one of them. I can't believe that I forgot about Tyson. He is just the sweetest thing. I love him so much. Like, Tyson is one of my favorites. And I had completely forgotten about him. And then as I was reading it, I think he's mentioned within the first chapter, and I just got so excited because as soon as I saw his name, I remembered. I was like, how could I forget about Tyson? He is one of the best characters. I love him so much. Throughout the whole time, he is just my favorite, and he made me so happy. And then Hermes as well. We get to meet Hermes in this one, and he's so sweet. I love him. I really love his encounters with Percy. Like, Hermes just seems like the awesomest. So he was totally awesome. I don't remember if we see him very much throughout the rest of the books. I really hope so because he was just amazing. Like, so far, he is my favorite Greek god that Rick Riordan has brought to us. Except for Hades. I still gotta stick by Hades. But Hermes is just absolutely incredible. So that's it for the characters, I guess. I really just wanted to mention Tyson and Hermes because they're awesome. They're everything. But yeah, the characters get 5 out of 5 stars. And let's move into the writing. I think in my review of The Lightning Thief, I gave the writing 4 out of 5 stars. I feel like that was being a little bit generous. It's probably more like 3 out of 5 stars or 3.5. Let's call it 3.5 out of 5 stars because it really is not spectacular and there are some issues. But again, it's not something that I really notice as I'm reading it because the characters are awesome and the plot is awesome and you don't really care so much about the writing. So even though the writing is probably like 3.5 out of 5 stars or 3 out of 5 stars, I don't think it's really a big enough issue to bother you if you love the plot and the characters. Now, if writing is something that really bothers you, and usually it is something that bothers me, but if you don't care so much about the characters or the plot, then the writing will probably stand out a lot more, so that is something to consider. But for me, it's not a big issue in these books. Now into title tie-in. I don't feel like this was as spectacular of a title, or at least not one that's like a twist or like a big reveal. It's the Sea of Monsters. So basically that tells you where the quest is going to be or what's going to happen. So not a huge like spectacular tie-in. It definitely made sense with the book. I feel like the Lightning Thief was so cool because it really grabs your attention and it's kind of a big twist and you want to know the whole time who the Lightning Thief is and you think you know who it is probably and then it's not and yeah, so I felt like that was a really, really great tie-in, whereas the Sea of Monsters, it's still engaging and still exciting. It's just not any big reveal or big twist. So on to the content guide. For this, the content guide is the same as it was in the Lightning Thief. So if you want to know what the content guide is, go check out the Lightning Thief. It's going to be the same for all of these, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not going to repeat it. So we'll just move into my overall thoughts about this book. My overall thoughts are that it is another spectacular middle grade book in the series by Rick Riordan. I absolutely loved it. Again, I think I might like this one more than The Lightning Thief. That might just be because of Tyson and Hermes, honestly. Otherwise, I love the adventures in both of them. I don't know if I love them equally. I don't really know which one I love more. I think they're both really fun books, and I do kind of enjoy getting to know everything, like, as Percy's getting to know it in the first book, everything is so brand new to him, and so that's a lot of fun in the first book. This one has a lot more happening, I feel like. There are a lot more adventures, but Grover also isn't in this one quite as much, so that's a little bit of a drawback, but I mean, Tyson and Hermes make up for it. How many times can I say that I love Tyson and Hermes, because they're so spectacular. So overall thoughts are, I would give it 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely incredible. I still love it, and I'm 20 years old. I read the series when I was 17 for the first time, and I absolutely loved it then. So 5 out of 5 stars. It is incredible. This is a series that I am going to love to someday read with my kids and just make it really come alive, hopefully, for them, because it is really incredible. So those are my thoughts about the Sea of Monsters. I have a lot more little like sticky note flags in here than I did in the Lightning Thief, I think. Most of them probably didn't need to be there, but I used up all of my blue flags. So from one sheet. I have a couple sheets, but I used up all of them from one sheet, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick with the blue theme in the next few books. I might switch it up a little bit. Really incredible read. I don't remember when I started this one, but it only took me a few days to read it, and I'm really looking forward to getting into the next one. And that's it for this review. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you can give it a thumbs down, but please let me know down in the comments why you're giving it a thumbs down and what I could do better in future videos. And also in the comments, tell me what your favorite Greek myth is. I will have to think of mine and put it in the comments. There are so many, but I will try to think of my favorites and let you know what my favorite is, and then I would love to hear from you. There are so many great ones, so many fun ones. Honestly, I love everything, but I will try to narrow it down to at least 3 and put them down in the comments. Yeah, so that's it for the video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a blessed day, everyone.